What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. I'm Brian B, and this is...
It's Joe Bun.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, dude.
Morning recording, once again.
Morning recording, batch content, both coming off gigs, working hard.
Yeah.
We're
caffeine.
back, though. We're back for you guys.
That's right.
How long did you think we would last doing this? Real talk. Did you think we were in it for the long haul?
I figured at least a year.
I figured we were in it for the long haul.
I mean,
like that's kind of why I picked you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think me and you both know people that we just couldn't do it with.
We'll leave it at that.
God bless him. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's hear about yours. You were on tour.
I have been on tour for a while.
Yeah, you have.
I feel like we're in a season of life where we're like trying to make as much money as we can now.
I thought you were just about to say you were trying to have another baby.
No. You're not having any more babies. No, right? We're done. We're done with that.
One and done.
But things are getting expensive. My mortgage went up. Yeah. I guess got a new draft and it came out and I was like, what just happened?
I'm trying to refi. I thought it was time to refi.
Brutal. And then tuition's going up. So we just kind of got in this mindset of like, I'm going to book as many shows as I can do.
Oh, wow.
That would make sense that I can still manage.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Sure.
So I've been working doubles the last 2 weeks, which is rare for me. I don't really do that very often. So they've been hot. It's been in Florida where it's been hot, humid.
Already.
Soaking through shirts. It's just like, by the end of it, I'm just exhausted. And then I wake up the next morning, I'm like, I got to do this again.
Right.
You know?
And then get on a plane and come back.
Come back. I have switched that up.
Okay.
We used to do this thing where my thing was I would take the first flight home to be home with the family as soon as I could. Pointless. I'm sleeping till 5 at night because I'm just so wiped.
What do you mean sleep until 5 at night?
Well, in other words, I'll come home.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be home at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And I'm like, I got to take a napper because I just can't,
do the dad thing and go to the park and the pumpkin patch and all the bullshit you do with a little girl. Right.
Can't do it. So I got to sleep a little bit. I just need like a power nap. But that ends up being about 3, 5 o'clock by the time I'm like ready to go. And then I'm fine.
And then they're cooked and they don't want to do anything.
Yeah. So now we
eat dinner.
Right. So we swapped it up in last 2 weeks, which I don't think has actually worked. I've been leaving at 5 at night.
Oh.
The problem with that, this is why I'm a big first flight out guy, is you hit delays.
Dang.
So I've been delayed the last 2 weekends.
Right.
I'm supposed to be home at 9, home at 11. Both times. Different airlines. It doesn't matter. It just stacks up, you know.
You got to go FFO, first flight out,
have to do it.
Stick to your old rules,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. But the gigs were fine. The gigs were great. I feel like I'm in the zen state of just crushing these shows. Like I just can walk in and I feel so confident. Are you feeling that way with shows right now?
We are on a definitely, we have changed the trajectory of the end of last year, which was a string of 6 shitballs to 5, I think, weddings now starting in end of March that have been really good.
Okay.
All of them really good. I had we were in Charlotte Saturday. But that's not our market.
Right.
We have an office in Charlotte.
Right.
Brandon usually takes those, but it was family. I had done this kid's brother, the brother's wedding. He was married to a girl. I had done several members of her family. I'm 5 deep into this family now.
And were they all there as guests?
No, obviously the brother was the best man. His wife, like I said, I did her family's wedding. They weren't there, but she was like, oh, I got to, let's take a selfie. I got to send it to my sister or brother. Like, I had done a lot of people's.
Okay.
So that's how I get the gig. But end up working with a planner was not it, bro. I'm not going to say a name on here, but she just was nasty from the minute we walked in.
I hate that.
And I don't know if it was because, she has some DJ that she always works with. And she's like, who is this guy? Whatever. Right. But, man, just an attitude from the start.
Like, give me an example. Load in.
She kind of walked us to where, pointed to the door type thing.
Yeah.
And then we kind of go down this series of corridors, and I was like, we get into the big ballroom, and I'm like, where exactly do you want me? I sent you a layout. Now, again, keep in mind, she's 3.5 feet from the door. Like all you had to do was point. It was a point type thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like I didn't even look, like I never even got the layout out of my pocket or like tried to find the email.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna set up right here, and if you don't like it, this is where we're gonna be, type thing. And it was in the right spot, thank God. But nasty, like right out of the gate, then just kind of disappears.
Oh, I hate that too.
So
in some cases,
it's 7:40 or whatever. Toast was supposed to be at 7:20, and I start just like literally doing it myself. Like got the videographer, photographer. Are y'all ready? Where do you want them to sit? Where do you want the toaster? I'm like moving chairs around and stuff. I finally go over to her. I see her, and I'm like, we're running the toast. Okay. I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
And she had 2 helpers. It's not like she was solo Sally.
Wow. Yeah.
End of the night comes. Sparkler departure. Send everybody out. And the couple walks out and literally has their hand on each other, like looking at me to play their private last dance. Now, let's say there's 165 people. 135 are outside. There's 30 still kind of blah, blah, blah in the back. Keep in mind now, the videographer has lit the dance floor up and did all night, which I fucking hate. It's absolutely daylight. And then they had flipped on the house lights. So this isn't even sexy or private. And they're looking at me like, play the song.
Yeah.
Iris, by the way, Goo Goo Dolls. Wow. It's a Brian B. karaoke staple. It could be.
Yeah.
Never played it. But anyway, I play it and
it's a long song. It's like 5 minutes.
Super long. And it's gotten to the point where he takes that breath and he goes, and I don't want the world. And she comes over and goes, start it over. The planner.
Start it over.
Yeah. And I go, huh? She goes, you started it before everybody was outside. I go, okay. And I walked over to the board like I was going to do something and then just walk back. And I think it's on the 360 camera. I think I looked up at the 360 camera and was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, they clearly wanted to start the song. There was no ambiance in the room whatsoever.
Right.
So I just played it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm trying to get them to the thing. And then the bride comes over and we have a long conversation. She's like, you fucking killed it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He was more reserved, but he was like, dude, so good. Like, we had to have you. They planned their wedding date around my schedule.
Wow.
That's how important it was that they had me.
Right.
And then she was like, I want to go change. She had this little cute white dress. So I'm like, dude, if I had started it over, blah, blah, blah. Number one, they would have been like, why are you starting over our private last name? It was just whatever, man. It put a wedding into the B category because she soured it.
Right. And was every vendor feeling that? Or was it just
I
the
didn't
DJ?
know anybody, man. Okay. So I couldn't really be like, yo, what's up with your girl?
Yeah.
I talked to Brandon, that owns my office there. He was like, I don't know who that is. But that's not a good start.
Right.
He's a good networker, too.
Right.
Anyway, real quick, let's. I have a little a little show opener for you. A little DJ dilemma. We're gonna call this. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be speed round, but I thought it was a nice little icebreaker. Okay, these are ridiculous scenarios, but you have to pick a side.
Okay,
and explain yourself. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You show up to a formal wedding and realize you've either forgotten your laptop or your suit. One has to say forgotten. Which is it?
But the one that's saying forgotten is the suit. I'm going. I'll figure it out.
You're in shorts and a tee, formal.
Yeah, I'm behind a booth though.
That was my.
I won't be going out to the front. Let's just put it that way.
You're not walking out in the audience.
No.
Okay, that was mine too. I mean, because I could get to a wedding with like a phone or an iPad or something. I have. You've heard that story about Bald Head Island, but I'm the same way. I'm just back there in a pair of shorts and flops or whatever, just raw dogging it in a black tie wedding at like the Ritz-Carlton.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Let's say you have a 1 hour set. Like there's a band and they're putting on Brian B.
Yeah.
You can only play line dances or ballads. Which do you choose and why?
We're going line dances just because it's upbeat. I mean, most of them are.
Sure.
I can't imagine. And I figure I got a 50% chance that they're going to work.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a crutch. It's always been a crutch.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one more. Ready? You accidentally double book yourself.
Oof.
$1,000 local gig. Other $5,000, but it's on a cruise and you hate boats and you can't swim. What are you doing?
Guess I'm going the cheapie. Guess I'm going $1,000. If I can't swim, I don't know.
You definitely can't swim.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Can you swim?
I can. I can.
Saquon, can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Okay. I can swim, but I'm not good.
Yeah, I can swim enough to save myself.
Right, exactly.
I'm not,
Same.
I can't tread water.
This
though.
is
Like,
this
I
is
gotta
this is a
know.
crazy quick story. When I was at Carolina, I graduated in 1994. You had to pass a swim test to graduate. Not everybody. Look it up. And I don't remember if it was like a donor's kid had died, or something.
So it's just a school thing.
It was a school
not
thing.
Not a state thing.
Nope, not a state thing. The University of North Carolina, again, this was 1994, 30-some years ago. You had to pass a swim test. And it was not stupid, but I remember jumping in the pool, and then I was like super competitive. So it was one lap, down and back is a lap. And there was other kids that jumped in, so I tried to be fast. And then when you got to the end of the lap, you had to tread water for, let's say, I don't remember, a minute or 45 seconds or what. But I'm so winded and out of shape. Like back then, I never even went to the gym back then. That I was kind of like sinking a little bit, like barely passed the swim test.
So what was the enrollment at that time?
Oh, dude, there was 20,000 kids
So
there.
at some point, they all got to get in that pool.
Yes, 100%.
And is it like a day where they go like swim test day?
I think it was through the year, and I probably waited till like the last day to do it or whatever. You had to take a swim test in 1994 at the University of North Carolina to get your diploma.
Yeah. Crazy.
Now, I'm sure that's not the case anymore. Anyway, let's get into DJ shit.
Well,
I guess we've been talking about DJ stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. But so you've been playing some gigs. Any new music that you have been playing out that you have had requested, that songs that you weren't maybe that familiar with that have been working? Anything that just kind of hits you? I've got a couple I'll share with you, but I thought I'd hit you first before I share some that have been doing well. Or what have been the bangers? Regardless if they're new or not.
Yeah, right. I was at Midwest DJs Live last week, right? Mm-hmm. Great job, by the way. They did a great job. And I see a bunch of people there, right?
Yeah.
Our friends, people people I know. And I was walking down the street with Even Steve.
Yeah.
And I look at him and I'm like, I ain't going to lie, bro. 2-3 Saturdays in a row, that dynamite wordplay into Don't Stop Believing has murdered.
Yeah.
Like, and people are looking at me like as if I did it, and I just kind of like give them the thumbs up, like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
And then what also destroyed on Saturday was I have a Scooter edit of, and both of these songs were on the playlist. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Was Closer, Chainsmokers, into, when she goes, I played that Blink 182
Oh, yeah,
song.
the transition.
Okay. Yeah, and it goes into that transition of all the small things. Havoc. Those were huge.
Okay.
So 2 wordplay kind of transition things that have been working really well for me.
Any new songs that have come out?
I'm the worst at the new stuff.
Yeah.
Like new to me would be like 2 years from now. I'm like Pink Pony Club is hot right now for us. Like it's just like that's the biggest song right now for us.
Oh man.
Randy played it 3 times for some gala or auction the other night.
Pink Pony
He
Club.
was forced to.
Wow.
It's like middle-aged housewives attack.
Wow.
And they were hot on Pink Pony Club.
That's crazy. Crazy.
We're way behind. Where are you? What?
So I got
Bring
5.
Hey, bring me up to speed.
I got 5 of them for you. One
5?
of them, 5
Shit.
tracks.
Okay.
They're small, little edits. But one is the new Callum Scott. I think is his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got that song called Biblical.
Yeah.
And it's been slaying for me at dinner.
It's normally a ballad, though.
It is.
Okay.
And this is kind of the acoustic version. So if
for
people
dinner.
For dinner. This is not a dance floor filler, but this is a good one. So if you're not playing it, we should. You want to hit a little bit of a sample for us?
So won't you give me tonight and the rest of your life? I want to have it all with you. I want to have it all with you.
The original's good too, but the acoustic version is where it's at.
I'll be there by your side. I want to have it all with you. I want to have it all with you.
So he was made, I think, famous with his song "Dancing on My Own." The cover he did.
Yeah. That's how I know him.
Yeah, and then this came out, and people have been loving it every time I play it. So.
Ironically, I played "Dancing on My Own" during the dance set. There's a Tiesto edit of that.
That's a great version.
Yeah, I played that one.
Okay.
Instead of the Robin version Saturday. They wanted the Callum Scott version.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the first time I'd seen that.
Yeah. There's a couple of good versions of that I need to get you.
And your no air Chris Brown, whatever her name was.
Oh, Jordan Sparks?
Went crazy.
It did?
Saturday night. Yeah.
Okay.
It went off.
Finally.
The first time I dropped it, it was a doo-doo, but Saturday it went off. What else you got?
So Janai's back in the game on edits. He's been sending us stuff. And I've been trying to play a lot more upbeat on the walk into the reception.
Okay.
And this is a newer song.
So the people are out in the cocktail.
Yeah.
Some other ballroom. Doors open. Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of mine are outdoors right now. We're in outdoor season. So everything is outdoors. So it's kind of got that almost like a pool party type feel.
Yeah. Summer.
So that song Ordinary, which I'm in love with right now, is there's this version
Who is
that oh shoot, I just think I lost it. Oh no. Ordinary, which is Alex Warren.
Okay.
Kind of a British dude.
Yeah.
So this is Janai's blend with Satisfy Your Soul, which is
I saw he sent me that. Yeah.
Great version, upbeat. People don't really know Ordinary that well yet.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those ones where it's just a happy-go-lucky feel to it.
Like that stargazing, how that got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to hit it? See if you can see yourself playing this. I think the horns and just the disco-y vibe as people are walking in. It's just groovy. Like walking in, finding your seat, your table.
Getting out of the sun.
Yeah.
I love it.
They'll play it out here.
Yeah, I know this song.
It's been massive. It's doing so well for me. People come up to me like, what's this version? And all this stuff. And Janai's just been crushing in those like vibey tracks.
Janai.
So speaking of stargazing, peak hour with levels, our boys, Dafts, Drew and Fuse. Put this together.
Goat like, okay.
This smashes.
Oh.
You need to be playing this.
Peak hour.
Peak hour.
Okay.
That chorus, even kids know this song. You don't even go into the verse. It's just the chorus over this. Here's the beat that drops. Big build.
Yeah. This is crazy.
If you're not playing that peak hour, you need to be.
I love that.
That's a good one.
That was super dope. Yeah.
All right, another peak hour.
Okay.
This is a guy I saw on social, just random producer out of the country.
Okay.
His name's DJ Spades.
Don't know him.
Don't know him at all.
Okay.
I heard this idea and I was like, ooh, I like what you're going with this. And I added an intro and outro to it. But this
it's his.
It's his.
Okay. Right.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
Versus Titanium.
Damn. You sent this
Peak
to me,
hour.
but I hadn't listened to it yet.
All right, give it this little kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But it goes so well.
Damn.
I played it this it was just
went crazy.
Manic.
Damn, it works great.
It's just they're both kind of emotional songs, you know. You can kind of, but it brings back "Am I Wrong," which is a great track, anyways. Especially in the summer, you know, when it's like hot outside and people are just.
I do love Titanium.
Oh, it's such a good song.
It's so good.
You got to play this.
Yeah, this is. I love that.
All right, one more.
Okay.
This one smashed for me this week. This is on the request list.
Okay.
It's the I'm Like a Bird. This is Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
I didn't have a good version of it.
Me neither.
And I was like, the original just, I don't know how I'm going to fit this in.
Okay.
So I was on the hunt.
Okay.
So this is Beat Breakers, Patsy, Something New edit, peak hour, late at night. It just worked so well. People didn't even know it was coming, and it just works great. So Saquon, hit this one. Late night house set. People are like, where is he going?
Damn. I used to love her.
This one's gonna go a little longer because you got to hear the build. It's kind of got like a sky full of stars kind of sound to it.
Yes.
But like one of your last songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That like anthemic, like
Yes.
I need this feeling in the night.
This was on their Must Play. I was like, how did this end up on your Must Play?
Right. But not this edit.
Not this edit. Oh,
That's big.
this is what
Big
people
right.
were just raging
Yeah.
to this track. I'm like,
And you
this
didn't.
is, I'm like a bird.
You didn't like preview them or anything.
No.
Like tell them you're gonna drop a different edit. or
No,
whatever.
no. I was taking
that's
a gamble.
great. Yeah. You
Because
totally
it was
were.
on their Must Play.
Sure.
But I'm like, there's no way I can fit the original in there in a good spot based on where it's at.
It would have been boring. It's
Right.
almost a dinner track or
Right.
something.
So that's
Damn, dude.
So I'll send you some of those edits. But if you're not playing those, get those on the record pools. I'll try to list it on the.
I did
the
get
episode.
my boy John Hanna, Throwback
Yeah,
Brothers.
love him.
I sent him These Words by Natasha Bedingfield. That's
The
my
Badger
girlfriend.
version?
Nope. I sent him the original. I'm like, I don't like the Badger version, quite frankly.
I don't either. I've never liked it.
I've got a version for you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send that to you, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to put it out on DMS. He's on DMS,
Yeah.
but he made it. So remind
Okay.
me to send it to you.
All right.
These Words.
So we got
The Throwback Brothers version inspired by Joe Blunt.
new music coming.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, want to make more money at every single event? Let me put you onto something. It's called S-Start. It's the event platform made by a DJ for DJs. With S-Start, you can offer apps like live photo sharing, real-time slideshows, song requests, and even seating charts. And you can upsell your clients like a pro. It's simple, plug and play, easy to use, and your clients, they love it. Join their membership for the best pricing and watch your profits soar. Go to sstart.com right now and book your free demo.
We got two more things.
Okay.
Gear segment.
Okay.
So I'm outside. It's
I
hot
think
as.
we table this.
You should table it.
Table the gear.
All right.
What was the other thing?
The question. That was it.
What about the Joe what Ashley's calling Joe's journey? You want to talk about that?
Oh, you want to do it on this one?
Well, I mean, it's going to come we don't want to get too late into it. What if I've quit by the time?
Okay. Yeah.
What if I've quit by the time this comes out?
Go for it.
I was going to pre-apologize to the audience and or y'all.
In case you get hangry?
In case I was shitty today to y'all, like just a nasty person because May 1st, so we're recording the 5th, Cinco de Mayo today. No starch, no sugar. Like I've quit everything I loved. Everything. Like my routine was.
And you're a routine guy. For those that don't know,
I'm the routine king.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, routine king.
Yeah.
It's got up.
Coffee shop.
Well, make coffee at home, half and half, which is not that bad actually. Tons of sugar. Sip that one, but go straight to the coffee shop. So that one became my like side cup. At the coffee shop, vanilla skim latte, again, tons of milk, tons of sugar. Blueberry muffin, chocolate chip scone, carrot cake scone, some sort of thing.
Those are all starches.
Starch and just mad sugar. Like there was just delicious crystals on top of the actual blueberry muffin. Or go to Brew, same coffee order, or a yogurt parfait, granola coated with sugar, honey. I would even take the honey bottle and from them. Give me the fucking bottle. Like you're not doing enough, add more. Or they have this damn peanut butter and banana and honey toast.
Wow.
God bless. I'm just crying thinking about it. Then, lunch, we'd get Jersey Mike's or something here, some sort of sandwich with a giant roll or fries or Chick-fil-A or whatever. Dinner would be, pseudo healthy, but there was some sort of pasta, bread, blah, blah, blah. I just cold turkeyed it. Oh, and then during the day, I would have, let's say, probably one Coke or one sweet tea, I grew up on sweet tea.
Yeah.
Like
Don't forget about the bulls.
and then at 3 or 4, the bull. 8-ounce Red Bull. It's just, dude.
I didn't see you going down that path though. Like I could see mornings going that way.
So let me get to how I got here. One, nothing and I work out hard.
I know
4
you
days
do.
a week.
Yeah.
Like I go hard 4 days
you
a
can
week.
give yourself a little bit of, or you thought.
I thought exactly, and up until I was probably maybe 50 or late 40s, I could do that, and I was just like, oh, I'm counterattacking this bullshit food and sugar with these workouts.
Right.
May have been true. And then I don't know, let's just call it 50. I hit this wall, and like nothing I do now makes any progress. I just kind of look the same. I don't really weigh myself, but I can tell my weight's about the same. I look in the mirror, I look about the same.
Yeah.
And then Dom is like, yo, you need to try this function health thing, because I kept getting sick, right?
Yeah.
And I've been sick on this podcast. I've talked about being sick doing weddings. I just felt like I was getting sick too much. We talked about this on a podcast. And I was like, I'm in a regular doctor's physical, for those of you that are watching, is bullshit. They're going to test about 3 or 4 things. Oh, your vitamin D is low, whatever. It's garbage. This Function Health, and I'll put a link, and we're not getting paid by them. And it was $500. And I had to go 2 times to give blood to, whatever recommended lab core type place they recommended, and a urine sample the second time. But dude, these results came back and they weren't good. Like there were 85 things they tested for. 11 were out of range. And so the good news was they were like, your biometric age is 43. So 10 years younger than I am. But here are the things like that are concerning. And some of it was just like, you're basically pre-diabetic. And I'm like, how the fuck am I pre-diabetic? Like it's not, and there's no history in my family.
And this didn't get caught by the normal physical.
I've been to the doctor. I go every year for a physical. Nobody's ever said anything was wrong other than my vitamin D was a little low. But that's probably because I'm indoors a lot.
Yeah,
it wasn't scary to the point where I did this, but it was like, man, you need to get off sugar. Like it's like a drug to me, and I don't know any way to do this but to go cold turkey. Somebody's like, oh, you should just quit, the Cokes and the tea and the Red Bull. And I'm like, man, I'm just going full on.
So did you just like go in the closet, throw it all out?
Yeah. Throw it all out. Go look in that refrigerator now. It's green tea. There's an unsweet.
So how was the first day?
The first 5 days have been hard.
But day one's got to be
Day one
worse.
was ridiculous, dude. I was like climbing up the wall. I had a headache. Day 2 was kind of the same.
So how are you changing your routine now? So morning
is now a smoothie. So scoop of protein powder, 8 ounces unsweet almond milk, a scoop of frozen berries.
No caffeine whatsoever, right?
A handful of spinach. Yeah, caffeine. I'm still on caffeine.
Okay, so you're doing coffee.
So in that hand is a smoothie, and then I make my coffee, but I only put literally a splash of half and half, and then I changed out the sweetener to monk fruit. It looks like sugar. It tastes like sugar.
Yeah.
It ain't sugar, though, and it's on the plan. So but again, I'll literally take a spoon and put it in a little bag. Bam.
Yeah. We've been
lunch. I've been salad, chicken. I got to find something else. I can't do the salad chicken every day.
Yeah.
And then dinner, I'm going to try these factor meals. The pre-made, clean. Like it has to fall in the category of like clean or keto or paleo or something.
Yeah.
So those came last night. So I'm going to start that.
Wow.
Weddings are going to be tough. I took a cooler. I had a green apple in the cooler. I had some of those part skim string cheese sticks. Those are on the plan. The jerky, there's certain jerky ones that don't have sugar and stuff.
Do you think it's going to be more expensive too? That's the other thing with these things. I always feel like when you're going on these, like,
I don't think it matters to me. I think that's like not even on the radar. Yes, it is going to be more expensive, but dude, I don't know, man. I mean, if I go to Yellow Dog in the morning, I get a vanilla skim latte and some muffin. I guarantee it was $11, $12.
Yeah.
Same thing at Brew.
Yeah.
So the smoothie I'm making at home, and I'm just skipping going there. It became just a habit.
Right.
I'm gonna get up and go to one of these 2 places. Like people knew, like if I owed you money, you could find me at Yellow Dog sitting at the end of the counter. Like I was easy to find if you wanted to kill me. You know.
So you're not even going to the coffee shop at all?
Nah.
Zero.
Nah. I sent Saquon during the wedding. We saw a Starbucks out the window, and he walked over there and he got me a cold brew with a dash of cinnamon and a little bit of almond milk.
Okay.
It was rough. Wasn't good.
Yeah.
I choked it down.
We quit the sugar in the coffee. We went to liquid stevia.
Yeah, I've tried stevia. I can't.
You can't do it.
I can't do
Little
stevia,
drops?
truvia, movia, sluvia, the drops. I can't. Try this monk fruit next time when you run out.
And you can get that at the normal store.
Yeah. I don't know. I Amazoned it.
Okay.
I Amazoned it. It was a little satchel.
Okay.
And then I ordered the packets now so I can go mobile with it.
Okay.
Just
All right.
in case I need it.
I'll check it.
Yeah. Monk fruit. Anyway.
And are you first 5 days are rough, but are you feeling
I don't feel any different yet, man. But
is your energy gone? Is your energy up?
I feel like my energy is up. I haven't really felt like super caffeine depleted. Now, again, I was still drinking a coffee in the morning.
Right.
Yesterday I did do Starbucks, same thing, cold brew, dash of cinnamon, unsweet almond milk. But I tried the green tea in a can that's the same size as the Red Bull can.
Yeah.
So I thought I could kind of trick myself. And also those Topo Chico sparkling waters are on the plan. So I've been trying to, and they don't have caffeine, but I'm just trying to trick myself into that habit of like going in there at 3 or 4, going in the fridge and getting that can. I don't know, man. I gotta just stick it out.
And then what's your plan to like see where you're at progress wise? You're gonna do this test, $500 test again?
It's paid for in 6 months, a retest.
Okay.
So I think that will be a big determination. I also think I'm going to lose a lot of weight. And that wasn't my goal.
Right.
I could stand to lose 10, 15 pounds probably.
Yeah.
I think most people can say that, but it was not my goal. And I won't buy a scale because I'll become very obsessive about it.
Right. So you're talking October retest.
Retest, yeah. Right before
So you get all the way through the summer. That's going to be interesting.
I know. But like, look, it's like you can still have some drinks, vodka, soda, lime, or Topo Chico. That were both on the plan. And I don't drink a ton. I might drink one day a week. Right. And those are easy to drink wherever. Like today's Cinco de Mayo, we're supposed to go to this taco place. I'm not going to do the queso and the salsa and the chips. And I used to destroy that shit. And I'll probably say, look, I don't even want tacos. Just make me a bowl with like ground beef, throw some vegetables in it, and I'll eat that. Everything is about modifying. And I'll be honest with you, man, this entire thing, and I know this episode is probably running long, but hopefully it'll kind of help some people, has been ChatGPT. The entire thing. I don't have a nutritionist. Once I put in all the results, I said, walk me through what's going on here. And then I was like, okay, now walk me through what I should and shouldn't be eating. And then every day I'll think of something else. I'll go, what's a good substitute for for my Red Bulls? Oh, here are the things that will work for you, and give you that boost. What can I eat at Panera? What can I eat at Chick-fil-A? What can I eat at Village Deli? Fresco, Cafe Carolina, all the places I go, Jersey Mike's, like, here's what you needed. And so I took them all and I just put them in an app in my phone. And I'm like, when I go out to eat, if I go to Chipotle, here's what I need to get.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it's all AI generated, like, here's what you should be eating.
That's great.
I don't know, man. Check back with me on the next episode.
Oh, I will. You better.
Not the next episode, the next time we record. And if I'm running through here kicking holes in the wall, then maybe just give me a goddamn Snickers or something. Anyway, do you want to do the question?
Might as well.
We might as well do a question. All right. You do this one.
All right.
Brian B. here. Yes, interrupting yet another stellar podcast episode. But don't worry, this is a value add, not just me rambling. Have you enjoyed the music finds I share on here? You know, the ones that Joe pretends he discovered first? Well, if you didn't know, I've got a Patreon where you can grab not only song lists, but also exclusive edits of mine. Yep, custom tracks that'll set you apart from every DJ still rinsing the same tired wedding set. Want fresh music suggestions every month? Go to patreon.com/DJ Brian B Official. Again, that's patreon.com/DJ Brian B Official. You'll be the DJ everyone's trying to figure out how you keep your sets so fire. And planners will start nudging their couples your way. And if that's not a hard enough sell, I don't know what is. All right, back to the episode before Joe tries to convince us that Sweet Caroline is actually a banger.
This is our boy, Chris Davis.
Yeah.
Rigby, Idaho. What is your process of tagging music and building general playlists like? Do you like using general tags like genre or use like first stance, open doors, etc., or vibe, party, hype, chill, pool, or some combination? Do you like putting them in crates or just do you like putting them in crates of just tagged
or tagging?
Oh, it's misspelled. Or just keep them tagged. Got it.
I can give a short answer, man.
Go ahead.
I don't use tags. I've never taken the time to do it. Everything is just crated, and it is basically
by genre or by
it's basically 4 master crates and then sub genres under that. So I think it goes cocktails and dinner, and then there's some sub crates under that. It is most played, which is a smart crate in Serato.
Mm-hmm.
It is miscellaneous genres, which would be peak EDM or throwback EDM, pop punk, disco, beach music, blah blah blah, and then usually the couples playlists. Like I'm not the tag guy. I never go search for a tag. I don't do vibe, party, hip hop, 90s, whatever. Like if I need that stuff, it's crated in 90s hip hop, 2000s hip hop,
right?
Disco, whatever.
Okay.
What about you? You're
I'm a
tagger?
combo. I'm a combo.
Okay.
So I've got crates.
Yeah.
That are done by, I guess, feel and genre.
Yeah.
So, like, in other words, I've got like decades.
Yeah.
70s, 80s, 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I also have another one that's like by feel. So it's like early night might be one.
Yeah.
Late night. So like just different feels as well. But I also do use the tags for certain things. Like right now, I would say one of my biggest ones is Afro House. It's kind of like that chill open music, but I don't know if the genre is going to stick long. So I've been using hashtag Afro House just to easily find it. A bunch of stuff like that.
Sure.
Funk edits. I use that a lot because it's not just even Steve doing them, but there's other people doing them too. So like just to have like that opening stuff to quickly get to it.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily in a crate. It's just kind of in a done by tag. So there's 2 tag editors I was going to throw out there to you that I've been using. The first is Metadatics, I think it's called METADATICS. It's a good one. And then Tag Editor is another one I'm using. So Tag Editor is the one actually I'm using now all the time.
You ever use my music library tools? The guy in England? I've used his before.
I mean, both of them are paid for. Sure. You have to pay for them, but it's one time.
No, yeah, man. If it's a one-off, it's not a subscription. I think it's totally worth it.
Right. And the fact that the reason why I like these tag editors is because you can batch them all. So in other words, if I had a whole crate, I wanted to have the same hashtag or whatever the case in the tagging, you can do it that way instead of going one by one all the way down.
Right.
Which if you just used Serato or whatever else, it would take forever. So you got to use a tag editor if you're trying to do that.
Good stuff.
Hope this helps.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Chris Davis from Rigby, Idaho. Let's wrap this one up. I know it was a long one, but
Well, we got to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What would we be doing without DJ Event Planner? They are our CRM of choice. And guess who I saw? Guess who I saw in Midwest DJs?
Our boys from S3?
Our boys from S3.
Okay.
My man CP.
All right.
You haven't met him in person yet.
I haven't. We have
CP is a good dude, man. He's got great energy. He's always smiling. He's always happy. That. He loves to talk about his product. He loves to show people the demo. Like he's a great dude, man. So shout out S3. They have a whole platform or series of apps that are great for your couples. So S3, ESSTART.com.
Let's wrap it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week and every single Wednesday with our podcast. See you
later.